Hi, this is Dave Steck with Purpose Built Investments, and today we're going to be talking about the number one investing mistake. You ready? Listening to realtors. Now, I've already offended a boatload of realtors out there, I'm sure, right now. And it doesn't mean that realtors are bad people. It's just that real estate investors have come to follow the advice of realtors. Now, why is that not necessarily the best place to look for real estate investing advice? Well, let's talk about it for a minute. Let's say, for example, that you broke your leg. Would you try to fix your leg yourself, or would you go to a doctor? Well, if you're like me, you're probably going to go to a doctor because a doctor has gone to 4 years undergrad and 4 years of med school and been a resident for 4 years, and they've probably got 12 years under their belt on learning how to fix a broken leg. Well, what if you're sued? Are you going to go into a courtroom and try to defend yourself? Well, no, you're going to get an attorney who's been licensed, who's went 4 years undergrad, 3 years law school, had 7 years of education and plenty of practice on defending someone like you or I. Well, how about an IRS audit? Are you going to go into an IRS audit and try to defend yourself? Well, no. You're going to get a CPA, someone who's probably gone through 4 to 6 years of college, graduated with a bachelor's or a master's, gone to all kinds of accountancy training, and now you're in a better position to come out of an IRS audit the way you want to be. Well, now let's contrast that for a minute with a cosmetologist. That's someone who cuts your hair. In California, a cosmetologist has to go to school for 12 to 15 months and spend $12,000 to $15,000. And the worst thing that can happen is they screw up my haircut. 30 days later, it grows back and I'm back to where I started. But if you look now for a minute at where people get their real estate investing advice, they go to realtors. And realtors, by training, have gone to 2 consecutive weekends of training, usually about 30 days, and then in California, a third weekend of training that helps them understand what's going to be on the test. And depending upon the state that you're in, if those real estate agents pass the test with at least a 60 or a 70%, they get their real estate and license. That means that they are now licensed to be able to give you investment advice on the single largest purchase of your life, either your home or rental property. Now, what makes them qualified? You see, I believe that they're not. And it doesn't make them bad people. It's just that 95% of them have never invested in real estate. That's really important for you and I to know because we need to have information. We need economic and demographic and housing market and tax research. We need to analyze it. We need to follow people who really know what they're talking about. And that's where you should be looking to get your investment advice. We at Purpose Built Investments do more research than anyone I know to understand the economic, demographic, housing market, and tax implications of investing in emerging cash flow and countercyclical markets. And that's really important. Why do we do that? Because I can't find anybody else who does, or I'd pay them to do it. Hopefully that information you'll find valuable. This is Dave Steck at PurposeBuiltInvestments.com. Please go to PBI for more investing information and advice.